What does it take to find love these days? Huh? What's your greatest strengths? How do you love? I'll tell you all the nuances about you, dating, what kind of gifts you want, what kind of marriage you want, what kind of person you want to live with and don't want to live with, and of course how you love, how you lust, what you're drawn after, who chases you, and your greatest lesson, which is often a weakness. Your birthday love and lust report has that answer. We'll reveal your secrets on video at secretsofbirthdays.com. So garden.
Hello and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your soul biographer, here to help you put the parts of the planets into your soul story. And I've got good news. Many have asked. I am now open for personal readings. If you come down right now to soulmart.me and buy a 1-hour reading at my normal rate, which is $116 an hour, I will throw in a free Secrets of Birthdays video. That's right. And right now when you book, you can immediately request a date. So we're trying to upgrade this whole system. Come on down to soulmart.me while supplies of me last. I do kind of book pretty quickly, but I'm excited to get in front of new clients again. And of course, repeat clients can come down as well, always, for the standard rate. Well, we've got a lot going on. The sun's moving into Pisces. We've got Mercury retrograde this week, and we've got a major conjunction with opening our psychic intuition. So without further ado, let's take the Ascension elevator and talk all about you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. While riding the Ascension elevator, objects and mirrors are closer than they appear. In the unlikely event of a water landing, you have a Pisces under your seat. Cabin crew, please prepare for gut check.
And here we are at 32,000 feet for the 7-day mood forecast. And this is for, by the way, Aquarius risings. And if you purchased a Lightcast report card, we call you a social architect with your personality type. You have to buy a report card to see what we're talking about. Well, we are shifting this week out of your birthday period and into the sun in Pisces. And really, the sun in Pisces is going to be a defining moment, I think, for all 12 states' awareness. Now that we move out of ego development, you'll be working on what we call soul capital. This is the part of your soul that is aware of how valuable you are or are not. In fact, our ability to draw in abundance begins with our own self-esteem. So self-esteem and values is the first part of this, or the first 10 days, or what I call chapter 1. And you will do a heavy exploration of why you feel valuable or not. And since Pisces rules this sector of your soul, it always comes down to your spiritual values. So Aquarius who are completely detached from spirit or compassion may have a harder time. This is going to be an intense period for other reasons. One, we have several planets in this space: Neptune, Mars, Chiron, and Mercury goes retrograde at the end of the week. That means the universe is investing heavily intuition, your ability to heal, your aggressive masculine energy, all on raising soul capital for Aquarius and Aquarius risings, and basically building your ability to draw in abundance. You can't draw in through the law of attraction $1 million if you don't genuinely spiritually feel like $1 million. So this week, the sun will move from step 0 to step 6, and that means you'll move from the introduction through a breakdown and then a little bit of a rebuild at the end of the week with what you perceive as self-esteem so far. But don't worry, the universe is doing a lot to help. Another story that goes on hold this week is Saturn in Scorpio. It entered in October 2012. It will be in Scorpio until December 2014. Right now it retrogrades at step 11. Step 11 is I love me, I love you. And for practical purposes, this is your pursuit of a new career legacy. So far, Aquarius risings have probably shed off the bad decisions or gotten off the wrong path with career, but you're going to reconsider these actions or lack of action until July 8th when Saturn goes direct again. And then lastly, I Protect is also in full session right now. This is pushing for you to have a new faith in yourself. And so this is going to continue to grow. So that means you're going to face fears. Having a faith in yourself means you face new things, uncharted territory, personal fears, etc. Just love and trust you're on the right path, and spirituality is going to expand. So a lot of spiritual development for the Aquariuses. And you know, I always say this, we're not ready for the age of Aquarius if you look at the Aquariuses, and that's mostly because a a lot of Aquariuses are so insistent, I've noticed, on being independent that quite often there is no higher power. You are it. So until you surrender to something a little bit higher than you, you're not going to be able to coordinate what's best for everyone in the age of Aquarius, right? So now I've shifted the horoscopes, the Aquarius. I've shifted the horoscopes now to do the Monday through Fridays in outer space and taking a lot of notes from the viewers. I do appreciate it. I hope this week is a lot more succinct, and I appreciate your patience with this coming out. So let's go into outer space and look at the play-by-play of the day-by-day. Alrighty, so up here in space we do have our laser beam that tells us the full week here in spectrum, and you'll notice that we go Mercury retrograde at the end of the week. But let's take a look at Sunday. Oops, wrong button. At Sunday. On Sunday, actually, we are still in your birthday period, so there is a test of where we've gone so far. The moon is in Taurus, and so you're nesting and resting on Sunday, and you want to just hold steady with your ego and your strength no matter what, all right? On Tuesday, it's 0 means 0. Pluto rules the day. We're in the no man's land between the two states of awareness. You might feel an energy loss as the sun moves out of your sign or out of your rising sign for aqua risings or social architects. And at the same time, there's a major shift with basically a yod. The universe points very specifically for you to surrender to your inner child on Monday and to listen to your heart. That's what Jupiter is pushing forward for Aquarius, is listen to your heart. And what ties into this is the lesson of your career on hold for a while and your inner faith moving forward with no proof just yet. So listen to your heart. The red square you see there to the left is fear that might go between your self-esteem and your inner child. So you might be working through fears that if you follow your heart, you won't be able to get paid for it, or you won't be able to be funded by the universe, or you won't be supported by the universe, or you don't have the self-confidence from the universe. And that's all part of what I think this soul capital transit's going to work on. On Tuesday, the sun rules the day, and it's sunny and childlike for the Aquariuses. The moon is definitely lighting up your heart chakra. The square is breaking at this point, and at this point you want to step into this month's lesson, which is just to see how much love you have for yourself and how confident you actually feel. So how confident are you? What is your soul capital? What is your self-esteem? What do you believe you deserve in life? That's really the question to ask for yourself on Tuesday. On Wednesday, it's a cloudy and hyper-aware day. This is the day where the sun conjuncts Neptune, and so we are all very much plugged into our psychic awareness. This is the day where we're going to intuit kind of where to go next or what is really going on in life. You might have some, unfortunate truth come out on this day. And the moon moves into Cancer, making Aquariuses and Aquarius risings hyper-aware, particularly of your health. Now, looking in the background, there is a major soul pyramid in opposition as the moon moves into Cancer. What this does is unite your emotional sides of your life, your self-esteem, your career progress, and your inner child, those personal dreams. They all unite into one emotional awareness. And so at this point, you're going to kind of have your emotions catch up to you as far as how far your money, your career, and your dreams are. Directly opposing the moon there, you can see Pluto opposing it, and that is basically you having to have faith, regardless of whatever proof you have right now in the moment, that you're on the right path. So I think Wednesday can be a tough day if you're not managing yourself. On Thursday, it's sunny and alert for the Aquas and Aqua Risings. Jupiter is ruling the day, and so you will be expanding your perception of what money can be or can't be. And if you did receive bad news or something up until now, you're going to explore your options. So really, Thursday is a day to see what options you have and explore new options. All right, Thursday, sunny alert. On Friday, it's actually showers with a chance of storms, unfortunately. Your home planet Uranus rules the day, but this might be a breakdown in your own self-esteem. So you're getting a test of your own medicine there, Uranus. The moon in Cancer makes everything very real, and the moon is also trining Mars on this day, and so you might be feeling aggressive or a chance of anxiety as well, maybe even a chance of showers. Basically, whatever false premise you were standing on with self-confidence or even money or business investments, the truth will come out on Friday. So good news is that the bad news will be out by Friday. On Saturday, Mercury rules the day. You are cloudy and sensitive, and Mercury now goes retrograde. So now that Mercury has crossed in front of all of the self-esteem stuff, it now goes backwards, which means for 3 weeks, you'll be rethinking soul capital, self-esteem, and to some degree, some of the final birthday issues that you dealt with. So no matter what, the good news is not to doubt yourself or feel bad about yourself at all. We've all got 3 weeks of re-exploring, and the moon is in Leo, so emotions are sentimental for your marriage or maybe your marriages. Then lastly, on Sunday, Venus does rule the day, so it's going to be a restoration of your balance and order. And if you had a problem with a negative bank account, You'll probably bring it positive again. We know Sunday is a bank holiday. Either way, it is about restoring balance and order to giving and receiving when it comes to self-confidence. It could be that you receive something nice from someone. And also the moon is in Leo, your opposite sign. And so emotions are probably tied to relationships, marriages, partnerships. You know, basically you might be getting just some simple loving from someone else. But basically we're at step 6 by the end of the week, which means it's time to restore giving and receiving to your soul capital. And as we begin on Monday, the following day, in the retrograde, Aquarius and Aquarius risings are going to do some serious re-exploration of why you feel valuable. What makes you valuable in the world anyway? And it really is your decision as to why that is. All right, let's fly back, shall we? This week in my toast of gratitude, I'm going to be grateful to me. That's right. That's because the sun is in Pisces, and I want to set an example of self-compassion. Really, you should be grateful for yourself this week. That's the beginning of real spirituality. Before we can tolerate others, we have to tolerate ourselves. And this is the week more than any to honor yourself, honor what you've done, and be compassionate to you. All right. Now, by the way, I have a GA guided hangouts every Monday at 12 noon. If you've purchased a Lightcast report card, come on down. I will tutor you during this hour. I also show up and talk to anyone that shows up. Come on down. I'm always there on Mondays at 12 noon Pacific. And by the way, if you are a part of GA Text right now, I will be sending you those guided hangouts. So from now on, I'm going to be sending out videos that you might have missed. That's all part of being watched over by the Guardian Agency. These are texts I watch every day. If you'd like to start the service for just one penny, email or text or both, come on down to gatext.me. All right, folks, that's all I have for this week. I love you, and I will see you next week. Remember, be grateful to yourself and live, love, be.